12月19日午後11時を回りました。皆さん、Cardano Radio 今週もスタートです。いやー、本当もサンティのトークも爆裂ですよ。2週連続すごいですね。今週はどんな話が飛び出すのかっていうところですけど、皆さんね、先週も言いましたけども、asharadio@gmail.com、もしくはそうですね、X の方でアシャラジオ、で検索、もしくは、ASY ね、ステーキプールもやってる、アシャプールですねで検索していただいてメッセージもください。こんなゲストに出てほしいっていう話がありましたらね、どんどんアプローチしていきたいと思います。さあ、今週もね、ここで読んでみたいと思いますよ。Hi Santi, thank you for coming on again.
Yeah, thank you for having me back. Very glad to be here.
Yeah, so we had a great time talking about, your background, went to Supernode and TX3 and, so much things happening in 2026. And, I'll just want to pass the mic to you again because you probably have a lot of info to share with us again.
Yeah, sure. I think that by talking a little bit about TX3 and Supernode, hopefully you get a sense of what we're trying to accomplish from TxPipe, which is just improving developer experience for Cardano builders. And in the same topic of Cardano builders, we're also organizing for 2026 on March the third edition of the Builder Fest. The Builder Fest, it's a gathering of Cardano developers for 2 days to talk just about technology. It's a very nerdy kind of gathering.
Wow.
It's zero marketing, zero business, zero shilling of tokens. The idea is to talk about tech and get builders together to see what comes up. I participated of the two prior events. The first one was in France. The second one was in Vietnam. And the third one is going to be in Argentina. TxPipe has a little bit of funds from Catalyst, and we're looking for sponsorship to host in Buenos Aires this third edition. It will be on March 2 days, 24 and 26. And hopefully we get to see a lot of old and new faces in the developer community.
Wow, so you said it's already the third time happening.
Yeah, and as I was saying, it's really nice. You get to talk about just tech. Maybe if you're not a developer, that sounds boring. But for the nerds out there, 2 days of just talking about UTXOs and APIs and smart contracts and functional programming and Rust and Python and TypeScript and zero knowledge. It's really fun. And that's one of the best traits that Cardano has is the developer community. And the community overall, it's great, but the one that I know firsthand is the developers in the ecosystem. And I can say that I can call many of them friends, and everybody here is just looking to build cool stuff. And when you get a lot of these developers trying to build cool stuff in the same place, magic happens.
True. Yeah, you're so absolutely right. Yeah, that's amazing. So it's going to happen in the heart of Buenos Aires, or how is all the details out already, or?
No, we are still defining a little bit of the details. We have the date. So if you if you want to be traveling to Buenos Aires, try to save those dates, 24 and 25 March 2026. And it won't be downtown. The idea is that we are booking a hotel so that we can. That it's a little bit outside of the city. It's a really nice place with a lagoon and some fancy places to eat and a very cool place where we can gather for 2 places. But it's near downtown Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina, and you can certainly go visit before or afterwards. So if you don't know Argentina, maybe this is a really good opportunity to get here and talk a little bit of tech, but also get to see the country.
Oh, that's nice. You got so many things you got planned in 2026. That's amazing. If I get the opportunity, I would like to visit the other side of the world because you really don't have that opportunity. And I want to eat some good food.
Yeah, yeah. It's you must like meat.
I love meat.
If you go to Argentina,
yeah,
okay, then you will be more than fine. For sure, you will enjoy food, and you were also telling me that you're on to music and jazz. Hopefully, we get to mix a little bit of music into the event. Maybe with some live music, maybe some developers that know how to play some instruments, forming a band. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't want to give up too much, but it might be the case.
That'd be nice. A jam session with the nerds. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nerd jam session could be the official name for that.
Yeah, that would be nice. Wow. So that's gonna happen in March. So and I was talking to you just a little bit offline, but we kind of bumped into each other in a way, kind of sort of last year and not last year, still this year. In October, you were here in Japan.
Yeah, I was long trip from Argentina, but I enjoyed every second of the trip. Japan is a wonderful place.
Was it your first time here or?
Yes, it was my first time, and I was blown away by Tokyo. Coming from Buenos Aires, which I love Buenos Aires, I love my country, and it's really nice and it has a lot of good things. But Tokyo is really impressive. The city itself, it's a mix of old and new, and everything is just perfect. So it was a great experience, and also the people is just very friendly.
Yeah, Japanese people are really friendly, and I mean, of course, the crime rates are increasing all over the world, but still one of the safest places, I still think, and very polite, very kind, and the streets are not dirty, so it's nice.
Yeah, and the language barrier was not that bad. You can either in English or by gesturing and pointing to the thing that you want to eat, you can get by and get the sushi that you want.
Yeah, true. Yeah. In this last 20 years, I mean, it really became more international because back 20 years ago, if you even say "excuse me," to the people, they would just say no, and walk away. But now, their English level is, of course, getting better too. So yeah, I think that's really good. And a lot of tech companies, and of course, like Apple, they even released a new store in Osaka. But I just went there to just fix up my Mac the other day. But half of the staffs were half Japanese and half from a different country, and a lot of foreigners working there too. So it is now very international. That's for sure.
Yeah. And also from the perspective of Cardano, there's a lot of people from the Cardano community from Japan. So it was really interesting meeting SPOs and D-reps and also just community members. It was really, really a fun experience.
Mm-hmm. Are you a D-rep yourself too, or?
No. Yeah. I thought about it, but I don't think I would be a good D-rep. You need a lot of discipline to be a good D-rep. You have to be staying up to date with everything and being very thorough, analyzing each of the proposals. So it's a lot of work, and I prefer not to get involved if I can give 100%. And today my main focus is on development. So, but opted not to get involved. But I encourage anybody that wants to be part of what could be the most complex and large on-chain governance ecosystem to join in and participate. I think it's we need high participation.
True. It is very important. And, also in my case, I started out about 2 years ago with the stake pool, and that's how I really, dived into Cardano. And finally, I, moved my heavy butt and started, actually this last week, I became a D-rep. And yeah,
nice.
Yeah, but it's not easy, but still, if you want to make a say, I mean, it's easy to talk on X about this and that, but if you want to make a say officially, it's always better to, be a part of the ecosystem and the governance, I thought.
Yeah, for sure. It's a novel cause and not an easy one, for sure. And there are some tough choices to make. Many times, most of the time, it's not black and white. It's a gray area that you need to analyze trade-offs and try to understand what the best option is from a lot of imperfect alternatives. It's not easy. So my hat off to you, and hopefully we get a lot more D-reps in the ecosystem.
Yeah, and talking about the governments, the Cardano community ecosystem, the institutes all became together and bringing in stable coins and everything. So everything is going to look good, I think.
Yeah, it's ironic, but really interesting that a network partition is what brought together the entities.
Yeah, I mean, I if you think about it, I mean, it's not a really good thing what happened, because that's a crime. You know what I mean? I mean, this is something that should not have been done has been done. But if you think about it, if that didn't happen, then would everybody would they have gotten together? And I highly doubted it would have happened this soon. So, it wasn't a good thing, but it became a good thing.
Yeah, the second order effects of things that happen, it's just very hard to anticipate. So I wouldn't hope for anything like that happening again.
True.
But in hindsight, now knowing that everything kind of went okay, I would say it was an interesting development. So yeah, interesting that it happened.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to wrap up this week's episode soon, but looking into just Cardano in general, we'll focus on a little bit of the tech side of the next week. So, basically, not only crypto, the stocks went down too. The crypto was going down too, and a lot of people complaining about when this, when that, especially on Cardano. A lot of people don't complain too much on other cryptos, but all the prices are going down, and some people still say Cardano's dead, and I just want to tell them to wake up. But what's your broad vision? I know you might not be economist to talk about it, but what's your hopes and vision for Cardano itself?
I think I can talk for several hours on this topic, but I think that Cardano fills a gap that not many other blockchains are filling. And I hope that instead of trying to compete on the same arena as things as Solana or even Ethereum, I would hope for Cardano to maybe focus on more enterprise type of use cases. I don't think that Cardano should be the chain for meme coins or for really fast DeFi. Hopefully we can get all of that, but if we wanted to. But with the current technology, with the level of decentralization that we have, with the foundational model that we have at the UTXO level, I think that we can already solve a lot of the real world problems that might not be as shiny and cool as maybe DeFi, but that is what the world it's needing, from identity to privacy with partnerships like Midnight, to real world assets. There is a lot of things that we can start doing, and we don't need to change anything from the protocol. It's just about building, bringing on developers and building those things.
True. Yeah. I myself, of course, for the price wise, of course, things go up and things go down. So, I mean, we just have to hope for the best. And yeah, I totally agree with you 100%. And one more thing, since you said, with your projects, you've been funded with the Catalyst. And can you give me a little viewpoint of what you think about the Catalyst fundings and, how it evolved and the future of the Catalyst as well? If you can talk a little
bit. Yeah, for sure. I'm really grateful for Catalyst. It allowed us, I'm talking from the TxPipe side, to pursue many of the open source projects that we currently have, and that wouldn't have been possible without Catalyst. As I mentioned, doing open source is not easy, and Catalyst was the perfect fit for us. Having said that, I do think that things are evolving. I think that now that we have governance and some type of projects can go directly to the treasury, that Catalyst has to evolve to fill the gap that the treasury leaves outside. So the type of project that should go to the treasury, core infrastructure, things that don't have a business model, maybe things that are ecosystem wide. And Catalyst should try to fulfill that grassroots innovation layer where you can try out things. Maybe half of them work, half of them doesn't, but you get to try out new things. So if Catalyst can find a balance with other ways of funding different types of projects from the treasury, I think that that would be the best way moving forward. But we will have an adaptation period, which will not be easy.
True, I understand. I feel the same way too. And what I really felt about Catalyst and Fund 14 was still alright, but for especially Fund 15, since crypto prices it goes up and it goes down, like I told you a little bit earlier, but they give you ADA, right, for most of it. This time they got Midnight, so there was a little bit of the stable side. But I was thinking, since even if it's let's say you want to do a little ecosystem project and you need maybe 60K ADAs to do the project, and say Cardano falls, ADA falls 50% in 2 weeks, so basically you have everything planned up and you only get 50% of what you imagine. I know it's not good to think about dollars or euro at this kind of sense, but I'm thinking, hopefully in the future, if the funds get out with the stable coin, I think it's going to be much safer. What do you think?
Yeah. Again, it's a matter of trade-offs. The treasury is based out of ADA, so I think that it makes sense for Catalyst to have a cap size per fund that it's measured in ADA. But on the other side, I've been on the side of receiving funds from Catalyst, and it's always complex to decide how to manage those funds. Do you change it to stable as soon as you get it, or if you think that it's going to go up a little bit, maybe you wait? And also on the other direction, maybe you had a budget that estimates ADA at a specific price, and then half the way through your project, you find out that you have half of that in terms of dollars that you can use to pay out the services or developers. So it's always kind of like a roulette, to be honest. It's not easy, but hopefully if ADA price improves by a lot, it won't matter too much what we are getting from the treasury to fund these projects, and we can treat it as stable. But in the meantime, yeah, I think this is the best we have for the time being.
Yeah, true. I think I'm with you 100% on that. So, okay, let me wrap this up, and we only have one more week with you. Time really flies, but thank you very much for joining in this week, and I'm really excited to learn from you again next week. So, Santi, thank you very much for joining this week.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me. Have a nice one.
Stability Indigo's right. USDA coming just decentralized. DEX are trading. Pools stay deep. Stake, delegate, rewards to keep. Midnight with us, protecting the right. Privacy balance with laws in sight. Identity verified.